Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast, giving you the State of the Saints podcast halftime report. The New Orleans Saints are trailing the Chicago Bears by a score of 13-10. This game right here is very interesting, man. I would say that some of the things that are very, I guess, eye-popping and alarming are things that we already know. We look at the Saints defensively. They getting shredded like cheese out there right now. I mean, take your pick, whether it's the running game or the passing game. I think that we all knew that the Saints, just like every other week, were going to give up a big play. I said it this morning on the State of the Saints podcast pregame that what Nick Foles does well is what the Saints' biggest weakness is, and that's their ability to guard the ball down the field. Nick Foles, very pedestrian to say the least, man. I haven't seen anything much out of him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of nickel and diamond, but David Montgomery, man. I mean, this guy right here, the Saints doing what they do best, making a guy that's supposed to be a non-factor, turning him into a household name. Guy's about 64 yards. He looked like he's on pace to get 100 yards in this game. The Saints are going to have to probably have to do it without Sheldon Rankins. They said that he had a very gruesome leg injury, which I guess it was so gruesome they didn't even want to show it on television. So I don't expect him to come back. So they're going to have to find ways in order for them to get pressure on Nick Foles. This is what I've been saying. The Saints, they show flashes on the pass rush. You see Davenport getting a sack on Nick Foles. You see at the beginning of the first couple of drives, they get pressure on Nick Foles. And then all of a sudden, Bears offensive line all of a sudden starts protecting. And the next thing you know, the secondary is getting torched. They got to play complementary football. I don't know what's going on. The linebackers right now are looking bad. Demario Davis taking bad ankles, which is very uncharacteristic. And, Janoris Jenkins getting burned. Lattimore getting burned. Marcus Williams out there, getting burned. Take your pick. This team really needs some help. In the secondary, I don't know what you can do at this particular time. We about 8 weeks into the season, so I don't think you're going to turn a corner. I think it is what it is. You're probably just going to have to stop the bleeding from this moment forward. But I hope that the Saints can be able to do something in the second half. Another masterful 2-minute drill by Drew Brees, getting the ball down the field. Drew Brees, man, my goodness. What can you say about him? The king of the 2-minute drill this season. Getting the ball down the field. The first pass he threw behind Jared Cook and went right back to him. So what I expect in the second half, I expect for the Saints to be able to open up, the running game just a tad bit more. I would recommend that they stop running these halfback tosses because you're playing into the strengths of the Chicago Bears. When you got Roquan Smith and Danny Trevathan back there, guys that can run sideline to sidelines, you're probably not going to be successful. My suggestion is for you to try to run up the A gap. I would look for the Saints to use Alvin Kamara a little bit more, who has been playing outstanding in this game. And a wide receiver, they're going to have to step up, man. Somebody is going to have to answer the call right now. Right now, what the Chicago Bears are doing is they are stacking a box and they're trying to stop the run of the New Orleans Saints because they do not, I repeat, do not respect the wide receivers of the New Orleans Saints. They do not respect these guys at all. They don't expect these guys to be a factor. They don't expect these guys to do anything, period. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to step it up, handle their business in the second half, man. I'm going to go ahead and take a few comments and questions here. I'm going to start with Elliot. Elliot says, we might as well just not play with the secondary at this point. Yeah, it's garbage right now. Absolutely hot garbage out there. It shouldn't have to take you a big play in order for you to wake up. This is a reoccurring thing. Like I said, pick your poison, man. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Everybody out there getting smoked. TJ, Saints need to stay in the 2-minute drill for the rest of the game, man. You ain't lying. Man, nail biter. Yeah, absolutely. This game should have been tied. You know what I'm saying? Will Lutz didn't miss that field goal, this game would be tied at 13. So, the Saints, this is the best situation they can think of possibly being in right now, especially since the way, the lack of presence at the wide receiver position and the way that the defense has been giving up chunk plays. Troy says this defense not cutting it. Both corners got burnt. Yeah, I mean, like I said, take your pick. I'm very concerned at this particular point. I'm also very concerned about the player Cam Jordan right now. I mean, Cam Jordan, maybe we need to start looking at the fact that he is at the tender age of 30 years old, and that's when guys start to get on a decline. Because on that 3rd and 8, I thought I would never see the day that I would see Cam Jordan whiff on a tackle like that. And I don't know what the heck going on with these cleats. I don't know, man. They need to get some cleats, get some screw ins or something like that, change the screws or something. Because too much slipping and sliding around here. You know what I'm saying? Them boys looking like they're on a fun slide right now. I mean, I seen CJ Gardner-Johnson slip. I seen Deontay Harris slip. I'm seeing guys slipping all on the ground. So I don't know, man. You got to get it together. I feel better that the touchdown, but damn. Yeah, man. They're going to have to fix some things. You know, the only thing that I have going for us, or we have going for us, is the fact that the Saints are a second-half team. And that's the only thing that gives me optimism, and the fact that they actually scored that touchdown and put themselves back in the game. They're going to have to come out and get this 3 and out, man, or force the Bears to at least kick a field goal. I mean, come on, man. They got to do something. Montgomery looking like Barry Sanders out there. Right. Boys ain't got no type of running game. But that goes to show you, you know, I don't care what anybody says. I think the Saints team be looking at these press clippings. I think they're watching YouTube. I think they're watching these predictions. And they've been hearing all week about how the Bears don't have a running game. And maybe they just thought in their minds they were just going to come out here and just allow them to do whatever, you know what I'm saying, they want to. You know, they weren't going to run the ball at them at all. Maybe they just thought that, but they're sadly mistaken. And the Saints going to have to wake the hell up in the second half. A bag of shredded cheese. Thank you very much for the $2. Say, even I ain't been shredded like your secondary. You ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Well, they up there. Them boys straight up getting shredded like cheese. And it's embarrassing at this particular point, man. It is embarrassing to watch at this particular point. Watching these guys out there, something has definitely got to change. Something has got to give. A bag of shredded cheese also. Thank you for the $2 again. Says, even I didn't get shredded like y'all. Sorry, secondary. Yeah, man. I'm so tired of this secondary. I'm serious, man. We got to do something. We have got to do something. If we're going to be trying to do something at the end of the season, going into the playoffs or trying to make a playoffs, some things going to have to change. We need to throw the ball. I don't want this to be one of those games where you have to throw the ball all over the place. Is the offensive line protecting Drew Brees to a certain extent? Yes. But you also will be playing into the hands of the Chicago Bears. And they almost did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Sean Payton almost did. Like when Will Lutz missed that field goal and the Bears went down the field, the very next drive, pass. Like he starts to panic. Right now, man, you gotta keep it balanced, man. You can't just be throwing the ball all over the place. In that 2-minute drill, I mean, I need y'all to understand that these guys are playing prevent. You know what I'm saying? They trying to bend but don't break. They know that guys are going to try to get the ball down the field. But you can't ask these guys to like throw the ball and cock the ball back 35, 40 times, man. That plays into the strength of the Chicago Bears, and it's going to cause Drew Brees to get sacked quite a few times. But the offensive line has been doing a good job in this game, keeping the Chicago Bears defensive front at bay. So I will admit that. But man, bro, somebody got to make a play. Somebody got to take it upon themselves to stand up and be like, man, I'm going to be that wide receiver to have a game. Because man, these guys, I don't know, man. I mean, throwing the ball to Tommy Lee Lewis, like, come on, man. Tommy Lee Lewis just came on the team. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Do something. Like, it's time for somebody to step up. The Saints have been needing a defensive coordinator for at least 5 years. Yeah. I don't know. I've seen enough. I've seen enough out of the secondary. Like I said, man, they up there, you know, shaking hands and dapping each other off after tackles. Like, and handshakes and dap is designed for teams that consistently make defensive plays. The way that this team is playing defensively, they need to keep their damn hands in their pocket. Like, keep your hand warm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, do something, you know, because nothing y'all have done has warranted a handshake, dap, or anything like that. Like, y'all been playing like hot garbage. Like, I don't know, man, giving up big plays all the time in games. And Troy Aikman said it, you know, like he said, they don't give up a lot of big plays, but when they do give up those big plays, they beat chunks. So, I mean, Bruh, ain't nothing to celebrate over. What the hell y'all got to celebrate about? The way that y'all getting smoked out there against no-name people. I mean, Allen Robinson is one thing. Okay, Allen Robinson is very underrated as a receiver. But Mooney and all these other cats that I ain't never even heard of, man, guys that probably been on Gatorade duty for the last 3 to 4 games, and you got these guys out here looking like highlight reels. Knock it off, man. Charnel, Will Lutz missed because he had to kick the laces. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Thomas Morstead didn't turn it around. But the curse of Joe Buck continues. Anytime Joe Buck, he commentates a Saints game, something weird and unconventional happens with this team. So the curse of Joe Buck continues. Jameis Weinstein, man, no, nah. It is not Drew Brees' fault the way this team is playing right now, man. I can't have it. We need to keep running the ball. We need to put Winston in eventually, bring in Reed and Thomas for the secondary, and I need the coaches to get on there. You know what? This Jameis Winston don't need to be in this game, man. Drew Brees is the least of the Saints' troubles right now. At least of the Saints' troubles. Like, seriously. So the game is back on. So what I'm going to do is I'll see you all in this after the game for the post-game show. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. And like always, all I got to say is, who dat? Enjoy the second half.